Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your July 2024 general monthly reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Look at that. You start off with two knights, Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. Oh, but you've got the Sun card and the Six of Swords. Lovely. Travel. The Tower. Your major arcana is being the Sun and the Tower so far. One more card here. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Shocking, positive, momentum. A life that you have been dreaming of is around the corner. Things are within reach for you. These manifestations that you have been working on, what you've been working on to bring to fruition, blood, sweat, tears. I feel like there's been some going back and forth. There's been some questioning. Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Do I continue this? Do I see this all the way through? Or do I just like throw in the towel? Whatever you've been working on, Virgo, I definitely feel that there is something here that brings you a lot of joy, happiness, the feelings of fulfillment, but also what Spirit is saying, you feel whole and complete when you are doing this, when you are working on that, or when you are fill in the blank, whatever that may be for you. This is a general reading, so apply it to your situation and how it resonates with you. Knight of Wands can be that little iffy, inconsistent energy, this can be an inconsistent person, perhaps even feeling like your energy levels have been inconsistent. 1 minute you feel, super energized, ready to thrive, taking on the day, doing probably more than you should at times. And then it's like, okay, I'm, dragging. I've got to push through. I've got to continue, putting in my all to keep thriving, to keep going. And there is this determination to not stop. However, that little sneakiness of inconsistency peeks through. At the end of the day, I feel like you are more attuned with what makes you happy, what brings you joy. You're on that path of saying, whatever this is, I know that I will see it through, because when I see it through, great things will align for me. Great things will happen for me. My manifestations are within reach. Now, I'm hearing that the way things will come about for you, the way things will manifest, is when you least expect it. But it is solely because, and this is how Spirit is saying, is because you let go of the reins. You surrender it to the universe, to your spirit guides, to God, to your guardian angels, and you say, okay, I give up. I've been, trying to put all my energy in. Then I feel like things are not panning out. So then I try even harder. But then when I try harder and I'm rushing towards, the finish line, and I'm really trying to get there, I seem to lose my path, my way, because what I seek is happiness, is joy, is fulfillment, is overall that warm, fuzzy feeling of you being in your life's purpose, of you being with the right person, of you living in a place, in an environment, creating the life that you want for yourself. If you want to travel, if you want to redecorate your home, if you want to move from one business, I heard financial industry also. So some of you may be working in finance or around money. Six of Swords. It's like, I'm hearing for some of you, you actually have this knight in shining armor. If you've been used to this inconsistent energy of somebody just like charming you and then, skipping out, disappearing, but then you got someone who's like rushing in to create a life with you, but then there's no like happy medium. I feel like the minute you just say, okay, that's it, I'm done dating, I'm done like trying to figure this out, is when you meet the right person, for those of you where this applies to in love. When it comes to business, I'm feeling like you are about to connect with someone that has the knowledge, the experience, the insight, even if they don't realize they know that little missing piece of the puzzle for you, it's like this person literally just comes in with a last key piece that ends up being like a literal key, because I'm seeing like an old antique key. You know, road opening work would be really good for you at this time, where they just, you know, put that old key in like a skeleton key, and then just like, oh, you mean this? And it was like that missing piece that just like, you know, highlights everything that you've been working on. Now, the Tower card. Yes, this can be a shocking change. Yes, you could have been going things about the wrong way with the wrong people. Perhaps that the way you have built your business, your home, your environment, your lifestyle, your goals, whatever it is that you have been working on to build, that you've just kind of been feeling like you're steady moving forward here and there. Excuse me. There hasn't been some like full consistency with your results. And I feel like at this time, you're going to have some revelations, some realizations of what you what you really need to do or move forward into the next level of your life, the next chapter. Especially if that key that you are hoping for is the key to unlock your abundance, your financial prosperity. I absolutely love this combination here. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, very prosperous. If you feel like I'm hearing, you know, whoever said money can't buy happiness was wrong. Well, money can buy comfort. Money can buy a lot of things. But happiness is an inside job. It comes from within. And if having more money, having more safety, having more security makes you feel abundant, makes you feel financially free and stable, I do feel like that is coming your way. Again, I just keep hearing you're unlocking this next level, this next chapter for you. I'm really loving this energy for you. We've got the July 5th Cancer new moon, and we've got the July 21st. I want to say it's the 21st. It's the full moon in Aquarius, okay? So you can use those energies around you to manifest, to release, to let go, to surrender, plan things out the way that you have been, write things out the way you have been thinking that you want to plan something, and then start reviewing. And I feel like for some of you, you're just like, I've already been doing that. I feel like, you know, you've got to allow another set of eyes, or you've got to allow a different perspective, viewpoint from how you're seeing or doing things. If this is in business, or if this is in your career, if this is in the way you make money, the way you create a financial stability. I also feel that for some of you, you may come across an opportunity to travel that is going to be, okay, so like, here's the thing. I'm hearing for some of you, you get bumped into first class or business class, or, you know, some wonderful surprises like, oh, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. You know, you check into your hotel room, you got a basic, you know, room, and then it's like, oh, well, we've got a suite, or, you know, something like that. I feel like there are things like this that if you will be traveling soon, you will be upgraded. You will be surprised. You will have, you know, unexpected joyful moments that will come through. Spirit is saying, don't walk around expecting those things to happen. Walk around enjoying every minute of your environment, enjoying the happiness, the fulfillment that what you have is bringing you, and it will bring you more of it, okay? 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, there hasn't been any forward movement in a collaboration. It feels like one person or one partner isn't really trusting of the other. It feels like some people here are not able to see eye to eye on something. If there is a specific project you need to work on, if there is a meeting, I'm hearing there's a meeting of the minds here, but one person clearly has more insight than the other. However, I'm getting a very stubborn vibe here. It's like even the person that knows that perhaps the other person is right with their suggestions, that's being the stubborn one here, is like, I know they're right, but I don't want them to be right. And so now I'm going to dig my heels in. Don't do that. You're just setting yourself back 10 steps. If you continue down that path, you'll have a rude awakening. And it's not going to be a nice rude awakening. I'll just leave it at that. It just feels as though there is this feeling of, I'm hearing, it's like your ego is not allowing somebody else to be right around you. And so then that diminishes the capacity for other people to trust your judgment. So you make yourself look bad, and then it makes others unlikely to trust your judgment. So be careful of getting involved in that type of, hot and cold type games of power struggle, okay? Especially when it comes to work or finances, your career, things of that nature. I do feel like that for some of you, if you are thinking of going back to school, you're on the fence about it because it's going to cost an initial investment. You don't want it to cost you any money. And so perhaps you have not taken those steps to maybe registering or looking into it. I'm hearing go ahead and look into it, look at what the cost is, and reach out to someone that can help you when it comes to either financial aid or grants, because I feel as though you'll be able to get some financial assistance when it comes to that, okay? I feel like you have a specific number of like, I don't want to have to put in more than I should. This is going to cost a lot of money. At the end of the day, this is an investment into yourself and your future, your financial future, your business, your career, your family's future, what you can provide and bring to the table, of course. Let's pull from the Infinity Oracle here. And you guys, I forgot to mention, if you didn't see my post in the community tab, no weeklies for the time being. I'm going to be, well, let's just say I'm not going to be available for like the rest of this month and possibly next month, part of next month. And so as soon as I am all clear to have a manageable schedule, I'll be reformatting everything again. So for now, you've got your July. I've got some other ideas of maybe other readings to bring your way. Dark Night of the Soul, an unexpected message. Some of you may be going through, I heard reawakening, okay? So if this is your first time experiencing some sort of awakening, feeling like you've embarked on a spiritual journey, feeling like at any point everything just felt in your life like things were not working out, everything was almost like caving in on you, I feel like throughout this process you're actually going to be receiving unexpected messages from people wanting to make amends, communication. I'm hearing you finally learn the truth about something, okay? For some of you, it's this unexpected message. You finally learn the truth about something when it comes to your family, is what I heard, okay? That can trigger this awakening, this dark night of the soul, doing shadow work. Just don't be afraid of this time period of your life. It can feel difficult. It can feel never ending at times. But trust me when I tell you that healing, that love within self is really what's going to help you get through this. It's going to elevate and unlock the next chapter, the next level of your life. You can also be receiving unexpected messages that while you're going through this awakening. So I'm hearing for someone here, you're like, no, been there, done that. We're not going through no dark night of the soul anymore. We're not going through no awakening. There are different experiences that we may come across in life that can trigger like a reawakening, The good part here is that if you've already been through some sort of spiritual awakening or a very difficult time in your life where you've really had to go within and face, you know, some sort of accountability for things that have happened in your life, whether they be, you know, at your demise, right? Your because of what you said or did, or because of perhaps other people that were around you or involved. I'm hearing that you're going to be receiving unexpected messages when it comes to that. And it's giving me the feeling of you're hearing exactly what you need at the right time. So when you need it and when you least expect it, because I feel like for some of you, you tend to get very consumed by pessimistic viewpoints, by feeling like your world is caving in on you, is how I'm hearing. Autumn, things will definitely change for you in autumn, in the season of autumn, of fall, you know, your autumn months, right? September, October, November. I do feel like you'll see huge progress. So there is this feeling of reaching your highest levels of your potential, of your financial gain, of clarity, of happiness. Like if you think this month triggers the beginning of it, you're going to see even more in autumn. See, I'm telling you, some of you, especially with the Tower card here, there's that card of fear and anxiety. Dark night of the soul, feeling like, you know, you've run out of options, feeling like you can't find a way out of difficult situations. And you have the Runner card as well. Very, you know, much in line with that Knight of Wands, inconsistent. So if you've been going through a rough patch within a partnership where, you know, you can't seem to be on the same page here, there's that feeling of fear that comes in, and I'm hearing it's difficult to connect with someone who can't stand still, who can't stay in one place. Look at that. This is magical messages from the fairies. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And look at that, new home. I love this. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. You could be purchasing a home. You could be relocating, moving into a home. You could be moving in with someone. If you do move in with someone that perhaps you haven't had a long-standing relationship with, or perhaps I'm hearing you already know their behavior, it's probably not a good idea to move in with them, but rather just... This is giving me a really weird, strange vibe. Admit your true feelings to yourself. I feel like for some of you, you know that you should be creating an environment, a home for yourself. But if you're feeling pressured to move in with someone, knowing their temperament, trust your intuition, trust your feelings here. That's very, very important. I just have to say that. Because at the end of the day, I feel the outcome is going to be like, I knew I should have just gotten my own place. If you are feeling that right now about a situation, trust that. I'm not trying to change anybody's viewpoint or convince somebody to like not move in with someone, with a partner or friend or whatever. But if that is the feeling that you are currently experiencing, or the minute somebody brings up moving in together, like, hey, let's share a place, let's be roommates, and it doesn't give you a good vibe, trust it. Okay? I'm going to let that go. I'm going to leave it there. However, if there are situations in your life here where you feel like you're on a good pace, you're like doing really well, things are working out for you, and then all of a sudden you feel like you get hit with a tower moment, Spirit is saying not every moment is a tower moment. So don't treat every inconvenience, every hiccup, every speed bump like, oh no, here we go again. Yeah, there are situations in your life that can bring about some clarity, that can trigger some feelings that you've been trying to avoid. Is it dark night of the soul? Is it awakening? Is it a tower moment? Not every single one. You're not giving yourself enough credit for what you've gone through in the past that will allow you to get through things a whole lot easier, with more patience and understanding. Give yourself the grace, Virgo. You've earned it, okay? And allow the universe to absolutely provide this beautiful energy for you. Have a great month. I cannot wait to see what's next for you. Again, I apologize. I know that I've been, a bit behind on my readings. I've got a lot going on at this time, and I will update you guys once my schedule frees up. If you didn't get a chance to book a reading, I believe probably by the time these videos go up, I will not have any availability for readings. They may not open up till August or September, but I'm hoping for August. Most likely will be September. So keep an eye on that. You can follow me over on Instagram at Virgo Angel Tarot. And if you are local to the Southern California area, I will be at an event July 13th. The information will be posted in the community tab if you are interested in getting an in-person reading. That will be your last chance to get a reading from me for the time being. Hopefully, I can open up my calendar sooner rather than later. But I'm sending you guys so much love and support. Have a wonderful month, a wonderful summer, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.